does Spider-Man have dog ears?
It's a Spider-Man sippy cup. So this is what happens when you want to have a drink in the studio. You are given a sippy cup now.
I'm guessing there was a spillage.
No, I'm guessing I have a son, and so if he's going to be hanging out with me, he needs to make sure he has this.
Oh, I thought that was for you.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
I'm not judging. I kind of want one.
I mean, although it does look kind of funny, like why does he have like Mickey Mouse ears
It
or
looks like puppy dog ears. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's his favorite cup, so I'm like, hey,
So
got to
you
be doing
took it?
something, huh?
It's his favorite cup, so you took it?
Yeah, I did. Say, hey, don't you know Daddy's got to do a podcast? Sorry about that. I was like, let me borrow that from you really quick. Oh my gosh. Welcome everybody to Zia Comic Weekly, where we get ready to nerd out for the next half hour, and always a lot of stuff going on in the world of the nerdverse or the nerd sphere or whatever you want to call it. We don't judge. Just there's always a lot going on. What's going on, Troy? How are you?
Busy, like always.
Like always. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm digging the clean shave. So
Yeah, I get it's got to the point where it was itching really bad, and I shaved under it. And I'm glad I did because it was looking the skin was looking a little rough underneath.
no, and I'm like getting to that point where it's like maybe time to shave. So
Yeah, when it starts getting the neck beard, that's when I was like, yeah, it's got to go.
Oh my gosh, man! I know he's bringing the young side of this podcast. He looks young, 10 years younger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, I'll take that.
I know, right? So he can say things like Graham and
on the Insta.
And the Insta, that's right. It's lit.
It's what all those cool cats are saying.
Okay, now you're just gonna age us, man. So oh my gosh. Oh, there's a lot to get to, man. I mean, there's so many great things out there right now for us to enjoy. I say we go ahead and start with probably one of my favorite things right now, and I'm officially caught up. It is The Last of Us.
Oh, there's one episode left this Sunday, right?
Yes, one episode left. I'm taking you're caught up too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That show is an emotional roller coaster, dude.
You know, I can't even like tell you, like you at the end of every show, you're just like, oh my gosh.
Therapy.
You do, man. It's like you're just like so like I don't know. This last episode just really just was everywhere. It was emotional.
Yeah.
It was a little freaky too. Like
supposedly that dude is in the game too.
Yeah.
Creepy congregationally. I've never played the game, but everybody at work told me, oh yeah, he's in the game. He's creepy.
Yeah, it definitely is the creepy one, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the final episode. So the next episode coming up this Sunday, it's gonna be intense, man.
Well, you know they're gonna end it on a cliffhanger for season 2.
They have to.
Something's gonna happen. They're gonna get separated, or one of them's gonna almost die or something.
I don't know. I'm wondering if the brother makes a comeback. I'm kind of thinking the brother will show up somewhere down the line to help him out. He's got to track him down for something. I don't know, but someone's gonna. I think somebody pivotal to this whole thing is gonna die on the last episode of the season.
Yeah, I mean they have no problem killing people off.
Oh, episode 1, we'll take care of them. We'll just go ahead and get rid of them. So I did see something though where they said, what's his name? He was paid $600,000 to lay in a mattress for 3 episodes. They're like, talk about a payday.
That's range, man. He's got range.
But he played that role amazing. I was like, wow. I was like, I wish I could get paid $600,000 to lay down for 3 days.
Now act like you're there asleep. Okay.
Oh, The Last of Us is coming up, final episode of the season, and yeah, man, it looks amazing. And once again, we go back to the fact that this guy, man, he just he can't miss. So
the Pedro Pascal, yeah.
I mean, Pedro Pascal, I mean, one show's ending, and then you have, of course, The Mandalorian that's just kicking off. You know, now we got our second episode in. I believe episodes come out on Wednesdays. So have you been keeping up with The Mandalorian?
Yes.
I haven't I haven't jumped in yet, man. I haven't jumped in, but obviously it sounds like I'm in for a roller coaster.
It's well, so far, I mean, the first two episodes, he's on his little mission to uh, bathe in the waters of Mandalore, the mines of Mandalore, kind of like Prince, he cleanse yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
I was about to say, I was like, hold on, what was it called? Lake Minnetonka. That's right.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh my
that
God.
he's on his mission to do that because that's his whole. He can't break out of that upbringing he had, where don't remove your helmet and you got to do everything by the creed or you're ostracized.
It's gotta be crazy because in one show we're seeing a lot of him, and then in the other show, we don't see his face. We just hear his voice at this point.
Well, sometimes that's not even him. There's a stand-in that does.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he just does the voiceover.
So I mean,
So
hey, but we could still pretend that it is him behind that helmet.
yeah, it's like if you're making a movie where some guy has to protect the child, it's Pedro. That's his thing.
You know what? You're right. Now you think about it, I mean, that's similar to what we're doing. We got the Star Wars verse of this, and then we got the video game side of this. So at this point, if he is not the next Taken dad, like, come on, man. Like, I think we've just found his next role. He's gonna reboot the Taken franchise, and then he can go ahead and he'll be good.
Or I don't think Vin Diesel's doing the babysitter thing anymore. Maybe he can be the babysitter.
Vin Diesel's gonna have a lot of stuff to worry about once Guardians is done, and then after they're done with Fast and Furious, I'm sure he'll need to be looking for work.
He'll
So
never
babysitter
be
would
done
be
with
good.
Fast and Furious.
You really think so, man? I think this could be the last one. I'm hoping it's the last one because it's time for them to end the series.
Since the third one, they'd be saying, "Yeah, this is the last one," and we're on what, like number 24, or
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but you know why though, right? Because the family. It's always about family.
yeah, you can't beat family.
You can't beat family. Family is one you can't beat. One thing that, of course, a lot of us are gearing up for is John Wick Chapter 4. So far, man, it's looking like I pulled something up today, and it said that this will be the longest movie, so the longest runtime as far as when it comes to the John Wick franchise. And as of now, people are saying that it definitely is living up to the hype. A lot of positive reviews for Chapter 4 of John Wick.
I mean, it's got a star-studded cast too. I mean, you got Ian McShane. You've got I can't remember. Lawrence Fishburne.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was trying to think. I was like, wait, he
And
was.
all the people they bring in is like, one shot type people are usually pretty big names too. So, I mean, we had Iron Chef in 3.
That's right. I forgot we had the Iron Chef. It's crazy though, because this is one of those movies where, especially for Keanu Reeves, right? So it's like he has these little moments where he has these franchises, and then it's like, and this one has just been such an interesting take for him that it's like, it's crazy to see this. And it's like, you can't get enough. This is one of those franchises because The Matrix, let's be honest, once we got to the third one, I think a lot of us were kind of over it.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody just hit Control Alt Delete on the Matrix.
They put him in binary code and said, disappear, please. But with this one, it's like you're just rooting for another chapter and another chapter. And then it's exciting to know that there's spinoffs that are coming off of John Wick.
But are those spinoffs going to be any good?
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. Because they're not going to center on him. I know they were going to do one about the chain of continental hotels for the assassins. Then they were going to do one about this other assassin. And they keep teasing us with this stuff. And then I will put that on the shelf for later.
Yeah, there's like in case we need to. But John Wick, though, man, it has definitely been. And I never would have thought I would have got into these movies, to be honest. It just didn't seem like I was like, okay, when it first started, I was like, okay. Honestly, watching it when they had it on TV, the first one, it then caught my attention. After that, it's like you're just so like wrapped up in them that you're like, oh my God, these chapters cannot come out fast enough, because it's like we've been waiting now for what, 2 years now for Chapter 4?
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, I was not a Keanu Reeves fan in the beginning, with Bill and Ted and Speed and Point Break, all those. And then John Wick came out. I was like, oh, okay, this role was built for him. So I was like, I can tolerate him. Then I started reading more about him personally, and he's such a nice guy and so gracious. I was like, Damn it, Keanu, you made me like you.
Movie that I like of his that I am sure a lot of people might remember this one, or it's not one of his most popular ones, The Replacements.
That one wasn't bad. Yeah, the football with Gene
I
Hackman, I think.
Yeah, Gene. I think that might be one of Gene Hackman's final roles because Gene hasn't done any. I mean, that was kind of the tail end for him. I think going into retirement was doing this movie with Keanu. That it's like, I like it, and it for some reason is always on TV late at night. So if you're ever up at 1 a.m., TBS is going to have The Replacements on for some reason.
Yeah, the rights for that one must have been cheap.
We'll throw that one in for free if you buy the other rights to
It
some
was
other
part
stuff.
of a bulk purchase.
I know, but it's on. I tell you, the next time you're up in the middle of the night, you're just like it. That movie will be on TV.
It's not a bad movie. It really. I can't say I didn't enjoy it. I really did like The Replacements.
Yeah, I mean, but it's Keanu, man, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
So another movie you might want to check for, and he makes a cameo appearance. It's a chick flick, but it's got Randall Park in it. It's called Always Be My Maybe. It's on Netflix.
Oh, I have seen it. Yeah, where he plays a caricature of himself.
Yes, where he's like, "Oh, who's the boyfriend?" And it turns out to be Keanu Reeves.
And
She's
everything's slow motion when he walks in.
the hickey guy is Keanu Reeves because she's so happy that she's got a giant hickey, and it turns out to be Keanu Reeves. But I mean, that's how I picture him really being that crazy. Like they're just like, "Come on, punch me in the face because I really want to feel paid." And oh my god! So Keanu Reeves, man, we love you, man. Chapter 4 is going to be coming out pretty soon. I believe this end of this month. John Wick Chapter 4 is
Yeah,
coming
end
out.
of March.
Yeah, so we got that one. I believe this one will be going up against Super Mario Brothers, if I'm not
taking John
mistaken.
Wick. John Wick's gonna murder Mario.
Yeah. Don't worry, he's got 3 other lives. He'll come back, and I'm sure they'll do a sequel.
He ate the mushroom. Look out!
Speaking of Mario Brothers, of course, Mario Brothers is going to be coming out. They're starting to do the press runs for this, which I think is setting up, which is something you and I talked about towards the end of the year, was Chris Pratt getting ready to go on this run of movies because he has this one, then Guardians, and then a few other projects that he's working on. So Chris Pratt, it looks like he's going to be pretty busy between all the stuff he has coming up.
Yeah, well, Guardians is going to come strong out of the gate just because of the previous movies for it.
Yeah.
But it's going to have to be good to continue that at the box office.
Yeah.
Mario, I'm going to take a wait and see, like I did with Sonic on that one.
Yeah.
The writing is going to be what is going to make or break Mario.
Yeah, and I mean, I know they'll want to do sequels because this is the same company that does the Minions movies and the Despicable Me movies. So I guess any way that they could try to figure out to make more money off of this. And I mean, then again, we didn't really think Sonic the Hedgehog was going to do amazing. So it
I
is one
didn't
of those
want to
wait and
like
see.
it. I didn't want to like that movie.
We both said that was going to be a flop, and it turned out to surprise a lot of people that the sequel was even better.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they got rid of Ugly Sonic. Actually, he's working in with Chippendale now, but
yeah, I mean, I'm just glad he was able to land on his feet. That's always an important thing, that these
he's
characters
doing
can land on
cons.
their feet and they can find work. That is crazy to think, though. I mean, what an interesting concept to think that these characters, they're like, oh man, and then they're just making their circuit through the cons. It's brilliant. So much love to Ugly Sonic. So as he's maybe you guys can get him booked.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to look into who's his rep.
I don't know. Chip, maybe.
Monty,
I
maybe
don't.
it's Monty.
Oh, maybe.
You
Oh
can get it
man,
for a block of cheese.
man, I tell you, when you see that, the fact, I just still wonder, how did they go about getting the rights for something like that? They had to have pulled something off that they said, okay, can you just let us work with this? Then again, Disney's a beast. They'll get whatever they want. But how do you say, hey, can we have Ugly Sonic, please?
Loan him to us, or we'll buy you.
Yeah, it is true. Disney will do something like that. So
and then he'll be ours anyway.
it's like you got a choice. It's like very mafia style. We'll give you a choice, and then we're going to tell you what you're going to do. So
we made him an offer they couldn't refuse.
and they couldn't refuse it. This week we saw the first look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. And the one thing that caught a lot of people off guard was the producer by permanent teenager Seth Rogen. Of course, he has to throw in there that he's the permanent teenager. Did you get a chance to see the teaser trailer?
I've seen a few of them. I'm not sure. I mean, every time they change it, of course, they're changing it for the younger crowd. They want to draw in the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not sure about how they did the characters on this new one. It's not for me.
Yeah. I could see them trying to go, and some of the comparisons I saw was them trying to compare it to a Spider-Man, the multiverse cartoon that came out on Netflix. They're trying to compare it to that, thinking that they can have success like that.
I just don't like they're turning the turtles into teenager type stereotypes. Really, each one of them is a specific stereotype.
Yeah,
So
I'm
there's no
wondering
depth
what
to 'em.
I'm wondering at what's going to be the starting point, because it seems a little kiddish, and obviously Nickelodeon's behind this, so they gotta target their audience. But I got the list of people that will be in this movie, and I mean, much for the kids. I mean, they're all new actors. I mean, we got child actors that are going to be voicing the Ninja Turtles, but then you start looking at some of the characters we would recognize from back in the day. Splinter to be played by Jackie Chan. So
I'm over Jackie Chan.
then we have Giancarlo Esposito going to be playing Baxter Stockman.
I can get behind that. He's got that menacing voice.
He does, huh? So
That quiet menace, yeah.
And then, of course, you can't see him, but you'll see him on the big screen. John Cena to play Rocksteady, while Seth Rogen will be playing Bebop. Yeah, John Cena, of course, automatically. People will be looking for that. And then here's where I thought this was an April Fool's joke. Ice Cube to play Superfly.
Wow. Maybe he's doing it for his kids so they can hear his voice in a movie that
maybe.
I don't know.
But yeah, Ice Cube will be a part of this. Then you got Maya Rudolph and Paul Rudd, which will also be joining the cast as well, playing Mondo Greco. So I don't even remember that character.
I vaguely remember. And Maya Rudolph has a cartoony voice anyway, so she'll fit right in.
So yeah, they did get the star power behind it. You got Hannibal Buress that's going to be Genghis Frog, and then you got Rose Bryan that'll be playing Leatherhead, and then Post Malone will also make an appearance as well. Which,
why do they keep putting Post Malone and stuff?
I have no idea, man. I mean, they're really trying to make Post Malone this actor. I mean, I did watch him though on a show. He did the Impractical Jokers. I caught the episode, and he was funny, but like, how are people gonna not realize that's Post Malone? I mean, he's pretty recognizable with the tattoos on his face.
Is his character going to be wearing Crocs?
Probably.
On the Turtles?
Right. Yeah, I mean, they got the star power. I'm just wondering, is that enough to get parents and kids to go in and see this movie?
Maybe one time they'll come see, but I don't know if you're going to get a lot of repeat, or that second weekend you might see a big drop off if it's no good.
So it's tough, man, because with a lot of these cartoon movies that we have coming up, it is. I mean, you look at. I think Spider-Man has definitely set a bar pretty high, especially if you're going to go see an animated series, because we were just talking earlier about Super Mario. I mean, if we got to watch that or John Wick, I think a lot of us are choosing John Wick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's gonna stomp all over Mario. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't move that opening date.
I mean, they would have to, right? Because
I would.
I don't know. And I've seen more promos for John Wick than you do see for Super Mario.
Unless they're banking on a different audience, because I guess a lot of little kids won't go watch John Wick. But then again, I see a lot of parents take kids to movies they shouldn't be at anyway. So
yeah. I mean, hey, it's just like, okay, don't tell your mom I'm going to take you to see John Wick, okay? This will be our little secret, okay? And then next thing you know, mom finds out at the dinner table that the 8-year-old went to go see John Wick, and now dad's in trouble.
Or he's waking up in the middle of the night with nightmares.
That too. I mean, then you're staying up with him if he has to wake up with those nightmares.
Yeah. Don't shoot me, John Wick.
No, I'm excited though, because the next couple of weeks we do have some good releases between anything Marvel to video game to action, and then plus that's not even counting what we're going to see on our streaming services. I just wish a lot of these movies didn't have to require going to the movie theater.
I wish all of them didn't require that. I'm
You're like, come
all
on,
about sitting at home.
come on, man. I mean, then maybe they should make John Wick just go straight to HBO Max. Then that would definitely save us some time.
That would save the streaming service too.
I definitely would. What do you guys got going on with the El Paso Comic Con? I saw some announcements a couple days ago. You got someone else that's going to be dropping by Comic Con.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff going. I just signed a life-sized Appa from Avatar: Last Airbender. The guy made a life-size one that you can go and sit on it and take pictures, up on the back of it, yip and stuff. So
got to do it for the gram.
Yeah. So there's going to be one of those. The charity poker tournament on Saturday will all goes to whatever charity the House of Kings picks,
Nice.
which is the card club that's hosting it. Costume contests on Saturday night. That always brings a lot of people. What else do we have going on?
I saw Ethan. What's his name? Ethan. I can never say his last name. Yeah.
I think you pronounce it Supli. I could be wrong.
Supli?
I think maybe he's got that French sound to it. Supli.
Supli. So yeah, I've been seeing promos for Ethan's he's gonna be in the house.
Yeah, he will be there. And if you haven't seen him lately, he does not look like he did back in, Remember the Titans.
There's a show that I listened to. He was a part of Boy Meets World back in the day. He was one of the bullies from Boy Meets World, and they caught up with him, and I'm just like, I wonder what he looks like. You are absolutely right. He is not Remember the Titans.
Yeah, hardly recognizable. He's big time into fitness now, eating right and working out. And he looks kind of intimidating now. He's a big dude.
It's been a while since I've seen the movie. He was in The Wolf of Wall Street. I don't remember him being in that.
Yeah, I didn't. I had to go back and look that up because I didn't recognize him when he was in it. And I looked up the stills from the movie, and yeah, he was in there. I just didn't recognize him as being Ethan Suplee.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. I mean, the name may not sound familiar, but like you said, like that's that face that you recognize. He was in My Name Is Earl.
Yep.
Boy Meets World. He was one of the bullies. Remember the Titans. Yeah, Remember the Titans, and then now this one as well. And yeah, you guys won't recognize him now. So go check out his pictures. He's way different.
Yeah.
So, but good guy. I hear he's a grandpa too. I saw something that he's a grandpa too. So you're like, wait, this guy? Like, okay. Guy's a few years older than us, and it's like, okay, like that's cool. Like,
okay, yeah.
So
good on him.
Yeah. So of course you guys got a lot of guests coming through, and tickets, if people still want to get their tickets. I know there's still some tickets available, correct?
Yeah, we still have some VIP and weekends left. Single day tickets, got plenty of those left. So go to elpasocomiccon.com, click on buy tickets or buy passes. I can't remember exactly the nomenclature, but click on that and you'll be taken to the link where you can get your tickets to come in and see all the frivolity.
And I think it's cool you guys got something different going on to really attract everybody, and especially like you have something wrestling designated, something like there's just a lot that's going to happen that I think a lot of people are going to be in for a great time to just enjoy every day of the con.
Yeah, I mean, not only do we have wrestlers, with Kevin Nash and Mickey James, but we're bringing in the local luchador, the Lucha League, and they'll be doing a clinic each day teaching kids how to be wrestlers.
Teaching kids in the big show how to be wrestlers.
Yeah, hey, come on down. They'll teach you.
I tell you, man, you think about how they fall to that mat, and you think it probably doesn't hurt, but when you get up close and touch that ring, you are literally falling on plywood.
Yeah, that's like, wood underneath there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no pillow or someone thinks it's a mattress. No, that's like stuff you get at Home Depot.
Or just even throwing somebody into the turnbuckle. Have you felt those turnbuckles?
Yeah.
That's not, like you said, that's not a pillow on there. There's a thin wrap around that turnbuckle.
So you look, and even those ropes, so people don't realize it's a wire and it's taped up. So
Yep.
when they're running on them, that tape is like grabbing your body, like you could see the marks clearly when it
Yep.
happens. That it's like, yeah, I thought it was fake. It's really not that fake.
No, it's very physical. And some of those, even there's been a couple pro wrestlers who have died in the ring
Yeah.
due to mishaps. It's very well, now it's very well choreographed. Back in the day, it used to be kind of free for all. They would decide who was going to win in the ring during the match.
Yeah, and now it's definitely just safety is definitely a top priority when it comes to wrestlers, and from all aspects, man. I mean, everybody, especially the luchadors, that they throw themselves 60 feet in the air. Like,
Yeah,
come on, man.
off the top rope.
Yeah, no, this body doesn't go off the top rope. I'll just tell you that right
I
now.
don't
So,
even jump off the floor.
oh my God, what do you guys got going on in Alamogordo? How are things going with Alamogordo?
Uh, Actually, we made some progress. Finally got the shelves delivered after that whole fiasco, and I started putting those together. So the shelving's there, the security system's there now. The cameras are all installed. They're fixing the new windows that got installed. They're doing all the cleanup on those, on the inside, and they're doing the stucco. They've been doing the stucco for the past couple days, and I think they said they'll be done by next week. They're putting on the gray coat right now, and then it's going to go over it with the white, and they're going to paint the trim. So then it's just on me to get product put in there and get open.
Oh man, it's exciting that you guys are getting closer and closer, but still, yeah.
Yeah, come on, Alamogordo, you guys got to show up and support the store, or it'll be a short-lived comic.
And then with, of course, free comic book day just right around the corner. I mean, that's definitely going to be a perfect opportunity for people to go and enjoy that store. And like you said, man, Alamogordo, man, you guys will have something there for y'all to enjoy.
Yeah, all you guys that are nerdy, that Sid becomes kill.
I'm sorry. I was just waiting. I was waiting for the perfect opportunity to do that. Like,
So yeah, I mean, instead of gun shows all the time, there's going to be something that the nerds can come and do in Alamogordo.
I mean, that's what it's all about, man. That's awesome. Sorry,
Yeah.
man. I even threw myself off with this dang cup. Like,
It just I think the pinky was the perfect touch.
oh, hey, Spider-Man can be fancy too. Why not?
High society.
Oh man, if they want to keep up with you guys, even here in Las Cruces, Zia Comics, anything you guys got coming up at the store here in town?
Just the normal stuff, with the free game nights on Saturday, Friday Night Magic on Friday, new comics every Wednesday, which was
Yes.
yesterday. And then every Sunday we have some kind of different tournament. From paint and takes to puzzle tournaments to war gaming, you name it. Every Sunday is a different thing. It just rotates first, second, third,
Nice.
fourth Sunday.
Nice. Make sure you guys keep up with them if they want to keep up with you on the socials, because he's now cool and hip. Everybody, how can they
Yeah,
keep up with you on the socials?
we're all over the interwebs, man. We got the gram, we got the book,
The book, the book. I like that one. Okay.
the Twitter, the YouTube, and the Tiki Taki.
That's right. Follow them on the TikTok. They'll make sure to stay up to date. And with myself, of course, the TikTok, and then also Facebook and the Gram. Yeah, you can't miss us on the Gram. Just search for Hot 103's Big Show and you'll find us somewhere, or Joey on the FM. And yeah, you'll be able to stay up to date with us cool kids. So I don't know how cool, but yeah,
All us cool
obviously
cats.
I know. Oh, it's cool cats. Hey, that's what's up. As I sip out of my son's cup. My wife is going to be watching this right now. Say, so that's where his cup ended up, right?
He's
You
been
kept
crying
it.
for that all day.
Actually, I think I got a text message now about that cup. So they know everything, man. They know everything.
They're watching you. You can't escape.
Guys, this has been another edition of Zia Comic Weekly. Remember to stay up to date with us on all the socials. Until next time, we'll see you next week.